Hello traders, welcome to another session of our tutorials. I welcome you to our channel Leading Forex, and I want to say a big shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you for making this community to grow. We have begun a tutorial lesson that is going to take you right from the scratch to the finish of Forex. So all those who are interested in learning how to trade the Forex market, then this is the right channel for you, especially if you are a beginner. If you are now starting the journey of Forex, then I would advise that you stick and stay with us here while we share with you all that you will need to become a successful trader. So this is the third episode of our tutorial. So if you want to watch our first and second video, I would suggest that you go to the list, the playlist of this video. We have video 1, video 2, and this is the third video. And today's session, we want to give a conclusion of the features of the MT4. Today, that is what we're going to do. We're going to give you the conclusion part, all the other things we never talked about in terms of the features of the MT4. Our first video, we talked about how to download the MT4. Our second video, we looked at some of the features of the MT4 trading platform. And the MT4 trading platform is the same as the MT5 trading platform. So if you haven't watched our first and second video, go there and watch as we wrap up with the features today. So let's conclude with the features. And then from next week or our next video that will be coming will be something different, okay? So now, today I want to talk about this terminal section, the terminal section below. Let me show that to you. The terminal section is what I want to show to you today. And that is here. This whole terminal section, this whole section here, okay? That is what is called the terminal session. Okay, now that is what I want to share with you today. This account is actually a live account that I am not using, so I decided to use it for tutorial purpose because I can't risk using my live account that has money because I don't know where I will be exposing my account to fraudsters. Hope you understand. So I needed to also be smart and make sure that the account I'm going to use to teach you this will actually have nothing in it. So if you try to even hack it, that will be your own cost because there's nothing in it. All right. So this is actually an account which I'm using to teach you for free. All the tutorials here are for free, so subscribe. Now, I want to talk about this part today, the down part of this panel. I never talked about it in my last video, so let me talk about it. Now, the terminal section actually is the section where you will see your account balance. So if you look at here, you can see the account balance. So you will see balance. If you see where the cursor I'm actually drawing, you will see the balance. Okay, so that is the balance portion, and you will see this account has only just $1.49. Okay, and then you will see your equity. The next thing you will see is the equity, and then the next thing you will see is the free margin. This is an account that is empty. There is no any live trade on it. So you only see these three things when you log into your live account. Any amount that you deposit into your account will come here as balance, and then the same will come here as equity, and then the same will come here as free margin. But once you place a trade on this account, some of the things will change, especially the equity will change, the free margin will also change. Until you close a trade, these things will keep changing. And I'll be explaining what an equity is. And then I'll be explaining what free margin is in other videos. But today, I just want you to take notice of it. So we have balance. There's difference between balance and equity. and then free margin. Okay. Now let me continue from that aspect. Now, at the top here, you will see time. So when you place a trade, it's going to actually indicate the time that you entered into that trade. The time, the date, everything will be written down here below it. So you will see it. Now, whatever trade that you will take, you will see type. Under the type, you're going to find whether it's a sell or a buy. So the type is going to be the type of trade that you place, whether the trade is a sell or a buy. You're going to see it below the type. Okay. Now the size here is actually the lot size that you used. Whether the lot size is 0.01, is 0.02, is 0.10, is 0. Whatsoever, or 1.0, whatsoever lot size you use, you're going to see that lot size below here. Now, the symbol is the currency pair that you have placed the trade, whether Euro USD, Euro JPY, Euro GBP, Euro AUD, whatever currency pair you entered into will be shown below here. Is that okay? Now, aside that, you're going to see price. The price here is the price at which you entered into the market. The price at which you entered into the market. So you will see that price below. Now, the stop loss, SL, you already know. So you will see, in case you have entered in a stop loss, you will see the stop loss you entered below. But if you have not entered the stop loss for the trade, you will not see anything. It will just be 0.0000. Now, we also have a TP. If you have set a TP for your trade, you will see the TP. But if you haven't set any TP for your trade, it will also be 0.0000. There will be nothing there. But if you place anything there, you see the TP. And then we have a price. Now, remember we have price over here and then price over here. The second price here, the first price, like I told you, is the price at which you enter the market. The second price over here is the price at which the current market is. The price at which the current market is. I don't know how to put it so that you understand. Okay. The second price is the level at which the current market is. Okay. I pray you should understand my English. Do I reconstruct it well? Okay. The first price is at the price at which you enter the market. And then the second price here is the current price of the market. This one is the price at which you enter the market. The second price here is the current price of the market now. So once, let's say you entered at a price of 130.15. Is that okay? That is the price at which you entered. And now the current price is maybe 130.18. So it means this is the current price of the market. Meanwhile, you entered at this price. So the first price here is the price at which you entered. The second price is the current price right now, or where the market has reached now. That is what you will see as the second price here. Now, commission. The commission you see here varies. It's in two forms. There are some brokers, they don't charge you for spread, but they charge you for commission. They'll tell you they are giving you zero spread. But once you enter into the market, any trade that you will enter into, they will charge you a commission. So you see whatever is the charge of the commission. Okay, it is not every broker that takes commission. Some brokers, they get their commission from the spread. Others too, they get their commission by just subtracting a certain amount from your trade. Is that okay? So if your broker gets its commission from spread, then you might not see anything over here. But if your broker is giving you zero spread, but takes commission, then you will see the commission that has been taken from the trade that you entered over here. That one will be shown over here. All right, good. And then we have swap. The swap is actually a price that is either added or subtracted, or an amount that is either added or subtracted if your trades or your trade jumps into a new trading day or enters into a new trading day. We all know that the trading market currently it ends at 9 p.m. GMT. I'm using Ghana time because I am in Ghana. The market closes at 9 p.m. GMT, for instance. So if the market closes at 9 p.m. GMT and I have a trade which is still on, which is not closed, immediately the new market opens from 9/1, 9/2, 9/3, from 9/1 p.m. onwards. My trade which is still on will attract a commission, and that commission is called swap. Now, your broker is charging you that amount for allowing your trade to enter into another day, a new trading day. So it means your first trade, your trade did not close in the day. You allowed it to enter into the next day. So your broker will also charge you the difference. You know, we are dealing with currencies, and currencies may either appreciate or depreciate. So maybe at the time of entering into the market, up to the level or the time that the market closed, the currency pair you were trading has actually reduced in price. If that is the case, then at that point, your broker is going to charge you the difference. Let's assume your currency pair depreciated by maybe 0.01. Then your broker cannot afford to take that 0.01 as a blame. They'll put it on you. So if your pair has depreciated by 0.01, your broker will charge you that 0.01 to pay anytime you close your trade. So if you have minus 0.01 or minus 1 or whatsoever will be the swap, anytime you close your trade, that minus will be deducted. That amount will be deducted from your profit or your account balance. So you realize that someone will have a trade on for like 3 days. Okay, let me clear all this. Someone will have a trade on for 3 days. Okay, and then at the end of the 3 days, you are charged a swap of say 0.20, 20 pesos or 20 cents. This is what your broker has charged you for swap. Okay, now if by the close of the 3rd day you decide to close your trade and maybe you made a profit of say $1, if you made a profit of $1, this 0.20 is going to be subtracted from your profit. So you realize that before the market, when you close the trade, you were having a profit of $1, and so you decided to close the trade. But you are not seeing the $1 you actually closed. You are seeing maybe 0.80 as your profit. It doesn't mean that your broker cheated you. Is that okay? You made a profit of $1 and then you closed. And when you close the market, you realize that your profit was just 0.80. You realize that your profit was 0.80. So you think that your broker has cheated you by subtracting 0.20 from your profit. The truth of the matter is that that 0.20 that has been subtracted could either be a swap fee charge or commission. It could either be a swap fee because they allowed your trade to run for 3 days. So they could be charging you that amount for your swap or commission. Now, let me state this clearly that it is not always that your swap can be in negative. Sometimes your swap can be in positive or profit. And that goes to mean that you entered a trade at a certain price before the day ended for a new day to begin. That pair that you selected or you chose to trade appreciated. So your broker will add the difference as profit to your trade. Okay. So you realize that you actually closed at 1.0, which is your trade made $1, and so you decided to close it. But when you close the trade, you realize that you got 1.20. It is not that your broker is giving you free money. The reason is that you are getting extra 0.20 on your money as a result of swap. Maybe the currency pair appreciated, and since it appreciated, they needed to add the difference, which is the profit, to your profit. So you realize that you closed the trade at 1.00, but after you closed, you realize your profit was actually 120 or 1.020 and not the 1.00. That should tell you that you had a commission or a swap. That one wouldn't be a commission. That is going to be a swap. You had a swap profit and not a swap negative. So when we go to the details of swap, I will explain into detail, and then you get to understand, so that you know that this currency pair that I want to trade, when I allow the day to roll over, this is the swap I'm going to be charged. Yes, it is there. It is not something hidden. It is clear in the Forex market. So yours is to know. If you do not know it, then you will have yourself to blame, because the swaps for each currency pair is available for you to know that, okay, once my trade ends, this is what I'm going to be charged for a swap if I'm buying the market or if I'm selling the market. So if you are buying, it is stated clear how much swap will be charged. And if you are selling, it is also there for you to know how much swap will be charged. So enough of the swap for now. It will certainly come in a new video or another video, so I won't stress myself too much. And then also we have another portion here, which is called the profit portion. So whatever profit you're going to make, even if you make a loss, you'll still see it here. If you make profit, you will see it here. If the trade is still pending, it's running, you will be seeing the figures changing here. But once you close it, whatever profit you make, you will see it here. Is that okay? Good. Now, aside that, we have other things here, other menus below here. I don't know if you can see them. We have trade, that is under trade. All this I'm showing you is under trade. Under trade, we have exposure, we have account history, we have news, we have alerts, we have mailbox, we have the market, we have articles, we have the code base, we have experts, we have journal. So all these are different menus that once you click on them, they are not really important, but when you close on them, whatever it is, among these, the most important one to me is just the account history. If you want to know the history of your account, how many trades were won, how many trades were lost, you will see all here. But you are not seeing anything here because, like I told you, this is a long time account that I created almost 3 years ago. I created this account 3 years ago, and I'm no more using it. So there's nothing you will see under the account history. But if I was still trading this account, once I click on account history, like you see all the trades that I took. So that is how come under the account history, you're not seeing anything. But once you open a live account and you begin to trade it, if you come to account history, you will see all the trades you took over there. Now, I think there are a few more things to add, and then we'll leave this video here. Now, let me add a few things I want to add. Now, when you look at the top here, okay, the top here on the menu here, we're still not done. We have some tools here, okay? We have some tools here that we want to explore. We want to find out what they stand for and what they do, okay? At the top here, the tools over here, let's see what they do. Is that okay? Good. Now, the first one is the cursor. So once you click on the cursor bar like this, that is what you see. All right, this is the cursor bar. After the cursor, we have a cross hair. The cross hair is more or less like a plus, okay? That is the cross. You see an addition sign here, plus. Once you click on it, we use it to calculate pips, okay? Let's assume you want to calculate the number of pips from the top here to the down here. Is that okay? You want to calculate the number of pips from the top here to the down here. So what you need to do is you click at the top here and hold. You don't leave it. You click and hold. Then you drag up to where you want to get to. You drag up to this level. Now, once you get to this level, you still hold it. You don't leave it. And you will see some numbers. The first number you will see is currently the one you are seeing now is the first number is 17. And then the next number I'm seeing is 828. And then the third number I'm seeing is 129.701. Now, let me explain all of them, okay? Maybe where the numbers are, you might not be seeing it. So let me bring it up here so that you can see. Now, if I bring it somewhere here, I'm sure all of you can see the figures. Now, the first figure, I'm still holding it. I haven't left the hold, okay? The first figure is 4, and that means the number of candles. Okay, the first figure, which is 4, stands for the number of candles that I am measuring. So if I bring it down to this point, I am measuring 17 candles. I'm trying to measure the number of pips that has been made from 17 candles. If I bring it backwards to this level, it's 19 or 18. You see 18, that is the first figure. That should tell you that's 18 candles. Is that okay? If I bring it here, I'm measuring just 7 candles. Is that okay? So the first figure is the number of candles that you are measuring. The second figure is the pip, the number of pips that were made. And the pips, as you've seen them, the last number is not counted. Okay, when it comes to the counting of pips, with this, the last number is not counted. Currently, it is 527. But we're not going to count the 7. So we're only going to count the 52. So it means 52 pips. So 4 candles measurement is going to give you 52 pips. Is that okay? So always remember the last digit is not counted. You only count the rest and leave the last digit. So currently what you are seeing here is 52. So if I bring it here, 17 candles, the pips gained is 82. Is that okay? 82. I'm not counting the 4 figure. If I bring it here, 14 candles, the profit or the number of pips is 50. The number of pips is 50. Is that okay? Because it's 504 and we are not counting the last figure. So 50. Now the last figure to the right side is the price, the level at which this you drew this line up to. So if I bring it here up to this level, the price level is 129.836. That is the level or the price level. Is that okay? If I bring it here, the price, this is 70 pips, 22 candles, 70 pips, and the price level is 129.829. Do you get it? So that is the two. Once you leave the hold, it will disappear. So I'm going to leave the hold. Once I leave the hold, you see everything is gone. If I need it, I have to come and click on the plus again, bring it here to the level I want to calculate, click and hold, then I drag. Once I leave the hold, it disappears. Is that okay? Now, quickly, let's continue. The next one is a vertical line. This vertical line, once you click on it here, you bring it to where you want to draw that line. If it is here, you click on and then you leave it. The line will be drawn. This is the vertical line drawn. And it's going to, if you see below it, it's going to give you the date which you placed this line. The date is, on the 16th of April, the year 2021. And the time is 6 o'clock. That is the time. So once you put the vertical line, it will give you that information. Now, if you want to edit, maybe you didn't want to put the line here, okay? But you mistakenly place it here. What can you do? What you can do is just to click on it, double click on it. Once you double click on it, it will show some box, which means that it has been highlighted. And now you can click and drag it to wherever you want. You can click and drag it to wherever you want to drag it to. Once you reach where you want to drag it to, then you leave it. You leave it, you leave the hold, and then it will be placed over there. As you can see, it is over here. If I don't need it here, I want it at a different place, I just have to click and hold, and then I drag it to where I want to drag it to. If I get a permanent place for it, then what I can do is I can double click on it again. And then permanently, if I click to drag it, it will no more drag. You see, it will no more drag because I have permanently sited it here. But if I want to edit it, I have to just double click on it again. It will highlight for me to pick and drag it to wherever I want to drag it to. Do you get it? Once I get a permanent place for it, I leave it there. Then I can double click on it to make it look permanent. At this point, if I drag it, it will not drag. You get a difference? So if you want to drag it again, you just have to double click on it again. Then you can drag to wherever you want to drag it to. Is that okay? Now, if you don't need it anymore, what will you do? Supposing it is permanently stationed, as you can see, when you drag, it's not dragging. If you want to delete it, you have to highlight it first, just the way you highlight it in order to drag. You double click on it, it will highlight, then you can right click, and then you delete. Then you delete, it is gone. So immediately you click on it and you bring it here and you want to delete. All you need to do is to double click on it, it will highlight, you right click, then you delete, it is gone. Is that okay? Now, quickly, let's finish the rest. Now, apart from the vertical line, we have the horizontal line too. So this is the horizontal line. And just like we did with the vertical line, if you want to highlight and drag it to the appropriate place, all you need to do is double click on it. Then it will highlight for you to drag it to wherever you want to drag it to. Is that okay? You drag it to wherever you want to drag. When you finish, you double click to permanently station it. Now, if you want to drag it, it will not drag. If you want to delete it, you just double click to highlight it, then you delete. It is gone. Is that okay? Now, the rest are also some kind of lines and stuff, but the tools are many. I may not be able to go over all of them, but let me just put one more. Maybe Fibonacci. Let me put the Fibonacci. Let's say you want to pull a Fibonacci. Maybe for now, you don't know what it is, but you will definitely get to know. You want to pull your Fibonacci from here to this level. You want to pull your Fibonacci. You have pulled your Fibonacci. So this is the Fibonacci. We will learn about Fibonacci. So, but for now, let's just leave it here. So Euro JPY on the 1 hour, it has hit 61.8% of the Fibonacci, which means a reversal. And we are beginning to see the reversal happening. So we will come to get to know about Fibonacci. But for now, let's just use the tool as you've seen it, okay? So if you want to clear off this Fibonacci, all you need to do is the red portion, you see a red thin line. Just double click on that line, it will highlight for you to delete it. So once you click on the red thin line, it will highlight. Then you right click and then you delete. The Fibonacci is gone. Is that okay? So this is how you can delete the Fibonacci. Is that okay? Okay, so there are so many other tools. Because of time, we also have other lines. These are other lines that we may not be able to discuss all of them, but they are all there. All right, they are tools that you can use in terms of the trading. You want to check something, you want to cross check something, you can use those tools at the top here. Is that okay? Now, I think that would be okay. Now let me add one more. When you come to the terminal here, let's assume that by mistake you close the terminal. When you look at here, you see some sign here. Let me try to draw for you to see. You see some multiplication sign here. Once you click on the multiplication sign here, it means those of you who are not seeing it, look at where I'm drawing the arrow to. You see the multiplication sign here. So let me clear it for you to see. Now that multiplication sign, once you click on it, it will delete the terminal. So let me click to delete the terminal. Now you can see the terminal is no more there. The terminal is deleted. So since the terminal is deleted, what can you do to bring it back? To bring the terminal back, all you need to do is to come up here to this box here. You see, once you see this box here, it looks a bit light blue. Light blue. Let me try to draw something there, shade something there for you to see here. Good. I'm sure you can all see it. It's light blue. Okay. Now that you can all see it, once you click on it, the terminal will appear. Is that okay? So let's click on it and see. You click on it, the terminal will appear. But this you don't need this. Once you click on it and the terminal appears, cancel. Just go back and cancel. But your terminal is back. You see it? The terminal is back here. So if you delete it, it's no more there. You click on this, the terminal will appear, but you cancel this. You don't need this window. You cancel it, your terminal is back. You click on trade here, you see everything. Is that okay? If you like this tutorial, I'm just taking my time to teach you everything you need in Forex. I'm taking my time to teach you everything. So subscribe to this channel. I know you, the subscribers, you are the ones making this channel to grow. Subscribe, because I have other videos coming, because I'm actually taking my time. I'm not rushing. If you don't understand something, feel free to ask and we will explain everything to you. Is that okay? So this is going to be the conclusion part of the interface or the features of the MT4 or MT5. Now, the MT5 is just the same when it comes to the interface. So there will be no need going to the MT5 to explain. Once you have the MT4 and you understand the features, you get to the MT5, you understand the same thing. But the features on the laptop, this is the laptop features. They are a bit different from the mobile phone, although it's the same thing, but just that the way the phone one has been put or structured make it look a bit complicated. But once you understand it, it's easier. Maybe as time goes on, if there will be a need for me to do that of the mobile phone version, I will do it. But in the meantime, this is the laptop version, and this is what you need to know in terms of trading the Forex market. The features you need on the MT4 is what has been fully explained. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new tutorial video, you will be the first to grab it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.